Yeah.
You say your name's Charon or Charon?
Charon. Everybody
Charon
says
Smith.
Charon, but you know.
It's Charon Smith.
Yeah.
Man. How old are you?
Oh man, I'm 38.
38. You have any kids?
No kids, no wife. I'm just flying solo out here, man. I'm supporting the single people.
And you live in Long Beach?
Signal Hill.
Signal Hill.
Same
I always
deal.
see your Facebook post. You're always somewhere up in the hills.
Yeah.
What do you do for a living?
I work for a company called Henkel. It's an electronic adhesive company. And we specialize in glue, this high performance glue. And it's used to like bond chips to memory boards, like in these computers and cell phones. And I work as a configuration analyst for them. I work close with engineers.
Sounds complicated.
It's not. I know it sounds technical. Like, man, you smart, Charon. I am a little smart, but not like geeky smart like it sounds. So it sounds like really deep.
Yeah.
So
What sports did you do before cycling? Have you always been a cyclist?
I only been a cyclist 8 years. I didn't do any sports.
Never in high school? Nothing. Because you have a physique of an athlete.
Yeah, my buddies used to say,
like a linebacker.
You need to play football or run track. My mom ran track in high school. And so my buddy was like, you need to lift weights. I was like, nah, I didn't want to go through the pain process. Finally, after high school, I said, all right, I'll start lifting weights. And so I just got into weight training before cycling. I was like a gym rat.
So 8 years ago, you got into cycling.
On a whim.
When did you start racing?
Right after I bought a bike, and they sold me like a 56 or a 58. And I called Rasan's dad, because Rasan's dad and my dad are friends.
Rashan Bahati.
Yes. So I said, you know what, Rasan used to ride, because his dad used to come to my house, and they used to edit together, his dad and my dad. So I called his dad. I was like, hey, I bought a bike. I want to ride. Where's Rasan? Like, oh, Rasan's away at college on a cycling scholarship. And his dad goes, but I'll ride. I was like, man, this old man cannot ride no bike. So I go on the ride with him. He crushed me to get me dropped somewhere. And one thing led to another.
That's when you started shaving your legs?
A little bit after that.
Yeah.
The funny thing, at work, one of my QA technicians at that time had a Saturn poster when they had Saturn. And Rasan had a fro. And I said, I know that guy. He's like, you do not know them. He's a big time pro. I said, man, he used to come to my house. The guy never believed me. So then that's when I called Rasan and stuff. I didn't know he was as big as he was at that.
Wow. Well, what is your biggest accomplishment then in cycling?
Thus far, my state title I won last year in my age category.
How did you do in nationals?
I did crappy. It was my first nationals ever. I wasn't prepared. My whole psyche was off at Nats. I didn't know what to expect. A little nervousness, but I raced the race really good. I stayed in the front, but at the end, it just wasn't my day.
You seem like you've leaned down since then, since I saw you.
Yeah, I have. A lot of people say that.
How has your diet changed? What's your diet like?
I don't have a strict diet, really. You know, I eat pretty much normal food. I'm not like one of those health nuts, but I try not to eat late at night after like 6 or 7. And that made a big difference. Cut down on some breads, going to bed a little earlier, and climbing a lot. That helped me lose weight. I try to climb 1 day a week at least, faithfully.
Well, what are 1 or 2 things that you believe that differentiates you, because you're winning races right now?
I'm fast. That's a big advantage I have. Of course, my fitness. I want to win. I mean, some guys want to win, but some guys don't know how to win. And some guys aren't using their heads at the end of the race when it's winning time.
5 laps to go.
This kind of secrets I'm giving up, dude.
That's okay.
But I don't care. You know,
Yeah.
If you beat me, you beat me.
Yeah.
You don't.
Well, I mean, tell me how. I mean, that's what we want to know, because you know you're sitting in there, brakes are going. Should you go? We know there's a big chess match, but with 5 laps to go, what do you do? What do you start doing?
Well, 5 laps to go, typically, you know, I'm trying to race the whole race, top 10, top 20, depending on how many teammates I have in the race.
Right.
If I have a bunch of teammates, I'm a little more relaxed. But I still want to stay top 20 because something may go, or I may get caught in the box and my teammates looking for me, I'm not there. But 5 laps to go, my mindset is like, okay, it's winning time. My thought process is just winning. That's what I'm constantly saying to myself in my head. I'm going to win. I'm going to win instead of like thinking about suffering or I try to block all the negatives out.
Do you move up? Are you in a certain position? Do you want to be
You,
5 to go? You want to be 10 man, then 4 to go? You want to be 7? I mean, how does that transgression work?
It varies for me. Like I want to be probably like 10 or 15 with 5 to go. You don't want to necessarily be on the front because guys may start swinging off and you caught in the front for some laps and then you pull off and a surge go and you don't have the kick to go with the surge, or you may have it but you're going to waste, that's energy that I'm wasting for the sprint. So I want to just play my cards and surf wheels and stay to the left or the right of the box. I don't want to be in the middle because then I'm trapped. I have no option because one guy's on my left or right.
What's this competitive rub with you and MRI? I know it's healthy.
Yes.
But tell me about it a little.
It's a good thing. Like DeMarque, me and DeMarque are good friends. Off the bike, on the bike, we kid together. Chris DeMarque, you know, he's one of the local good guys, and he wins across the country when he travels, or plays very well as well. So he wanted me on the team. He had mentioned that, but, you know, I said, you know, it wouldn't be healthy for me to be on your team, and then, because you guys win a lot, we win a lot. Where would the competition be at? So like the first race of the year, I told my teammate Tommy Robles, you know, I'm going to just go into the season, the first race, I'm going to just fill it out. I wasn't even trying to win, you know, I was just like, okay, we'll see what happens. And lo and behold, I'm in position to win. And I won. And after the race, me and one of their teammates had a little confrontation. Not a big confrontation, but he's a guy, Kel. He's very competitive. And this is his first year racing Masters. I don't know if he thought Master racing was not going to be as tough as it is. And we had a handshake, and he said, enjoy it, you won't beat me again. That kind of like, okay, cool. That bumped my motivation up again.